It's Week 17 of the 2029 season. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Colts and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just...
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. On the move, past the 40. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Penix now off the bootleg. Quick throw, taken in. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. Here's Penix. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. Reichert's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Here's 2nd and 9. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 3rd and a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Colts first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll only get down to around the 42. Here's a 2nd and 9. They go right back to Taylor. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
2nd down and 3.
Come on.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10. Down to the 7-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location,
and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Sack. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
From the gun, Richardson. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Colts. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Colts move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now a give up the middle. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Penix on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
To the ground, a 1st down run. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now Penix to throw on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Now a timeout called by the defense. Take it in, back in his own 12. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left, that's Taylor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Richardson operating from the pistol. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's good.
He is in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Colts extend their advantage to 14-3. Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Richardson fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Tight end going in motion here. He's going to have a Colts first down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards. On play action, Richardson just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. A ball deep for the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face foot, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indy. The extra point from Carty is good, and the Colts move out to a 21-3 advantage. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. It's in trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Jonathan Taylor inside the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. So, 3 quarters have... Here's a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. Still going. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Rumbling past the 30. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They face 2nd down and 7.
Come on, come on.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Richardson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
These 2nd half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of it.
3rd and long. Throwing is Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he's standing right around his own goal line. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. They send the tight end in motion. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That one incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On second down, Richardson. Completing this one to Downs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. So it's a win for the Colts. They're able to erase the...